Have you ever watched Korean dramas where you're brought into a crime scene and the criminal gets to get away with what he did, and then the theme song comes in, and you really get so hooked into it because you want to know, did the criminal get punished? Did the victims' families get their revenge? Who was exactly the criminal? And that's exactly what you want to do when you start an introduction of your presentation. A typical presentation. Hi, I'm Jules. Thank you for coming for my presentation. Your introduction is the most essential piece to your presentation. So today, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets on how to create a killer introduction for your presentation. Secret number 1 is to get your audience to say yes. And how do you do that? You need to ask universal questions which you know and guarantee that your audience will say yes. What are universal questions that will get you a yes? Example, how would you like to make this year your greatest year ever? You should want to say yes to that. Or, would you like to score A's in your exams year after year? Yes, who would say no to that? And another question would be, have you ever felt hopeless, depressed, loss of sense of direction? The answer is yes. It happens to anybody. It happens to everybody. You know that is a definite yes. So think of 3 questions of which your audience will definitely say yes to. Statistics have shown that usually when your audience say yes to the first 2 questions, they usually will say yes to your 3rd questions. So notice that usually in the first minute, your audience will think and listen to you and decide whether they should continue listening to your presentation or actually bail out. So secret number 2 is the hook. Do you remember when you were maybe in school or during university days where you go to a technical lecture and your lecturer goes on and on about the technicalities of the subject? After, I think, less than 15 minutes, you will really feel so bored and you're forcing yourself to really understand what he has to say. Versus if you put yourself in another situation where the lecturer comes in and tells you a story, and then from the story he relates to the topic that he's talking about. Which scenario would be more interesting? The first one where he goes directly into the technical subject, or the other where he goes into a story and then relates to the topic that you're talking about? Definitely the second one. Facts tell and story sells. So once you get your audience hooked into your message, know that one of the more common mistakes that speakers make is using the word teach and learn. Nobody wants to go back to school again. Nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to teach. Well, so one of the secrets to overcome this is to replace the word teach and learn with the word discover. I'm going to reveal to you. You're going to discover secrets. So when you use this kind of keywords, your listeners will perk up and the topic becomes more exciting. For example, today I'm going to reveal to you 3 secrets on how to speak confidently in front of your audience without feeling nervous. Secret number 3 is to get into a peak state. If you observe those athletes or famous superstars or speakers, public speakers, motivational speakers, before they go up to stage, there's a certain ritual that they follow, a power move we call it. So because not every day do you feel that you're so highly energized, like energized bunny, there will be days that you feel down, you feel that you just don't feel like doing this. So what you can do is just go into this power move. It switches on your energy levels. Okay, I'm ready for a speech now. I'm ready for a speech now. I'm ready for the speech now. Here we go. It switches on the energy levels in your body so that you are there to go for it. If you have watched Anthony Robbins perform live on a stage, you will notice something very, very interesting about him. This ritual that he performs on himself, that he will just jump up and down, he would spin around, stretch his hands outright, and then he would just jump off a trampoline. So why is he doing that? Because he's trying to get himself into the highest peak of energy. Energy levels are really important. You need to know how to manage the energy in your audience. So if you're an energy level of 5 or 6, your audience will be a level lower, which is roughly about 2 or 3. So if you go in with the energy level of 10, 11, your audience will be at a level of 5, 6. Anthony Robbins is another ball in the park. He's an energized bunny, and he goes way beyond 10. Seriously. And that's why when he goes into a room full of people, he pumps up the energy of the audience there, and that's why they're so excited to listen to what he has to say. If you're going to talk like this for the next 1 hour, when your energy levels are so low, your audience will fall asleep within 1 minute. These are the 3 tips that I want to share with you. Secret number 1 is to get your audience to say yes. Remember, get your audience to say yes the first 2 questions, and you find that they will definitely say yes on your 3rd question. Secret number 2 is to hook them into your message by an analogy. And remember to use the words such as discover or reveal to you secrets, for these words are more likely to attract your audience instead of words such as learn or study or teach. And secret number 3 is to get your audience into a peak state. So when your energy levels are high, your audience will also be at the same level of energy with you, or at least 1 step lower than yours, but definitely on the higher end of the energy level. So I hope you enjoyed this sharing today, and if you can share with me what you have implemented when you start your introduction of your presentations, that would be great. I would love to hear from you. And if you love my videos and would like to see more videos of such as this, please subscribe to my videos, like my videos, and also put a comment below. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you!